Hello everyone and welcome back. It's been a while and there's been a whole lot of no videos and time to rectify that problem. So I'm gonna show you the stuff I've made during the past month or two or even more, because I'm gonna show you all of these things. Some of them are kinda old, like this 5-high expandable vault door. And yeah, so let's start from this corner over here. So yeah, okay, this thing is, I believe, yes, it's the one of the smallest 2x1 hipster from above. Me and the Godmaster made it many months ago. We never made a video about it. It's really simple. In the end, we thought it was going to turn out way bigger, but yeah, it's working fine, and it's somewhat unreliable in bucket because this piston here is getting pushed into a powered location, and that is not really stable in bucket, so it can fail in extension sometimes. But yeah, it's kind of small and simple. Okay, next thing. So Phenoman made a video about a useless lever thing, that's a piston that pops off a lever, and this is the thing I made. It's really small, and yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but the weirdest part is this, where this subtractor subtracts from this. This is have a signal power of 1, and this will subtract 3 from that, so it turns this off. And yeah, and the only thing else is, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but special thanks to MDP for helping out with this repeater here. I had it like this, but that messed up, and so it needs to be like that. Yeah, anyways. Okay, next thing. What is this? Some random 2x1 glass door, I believe. Yeah, I made it only this high, I don't know why, but it's pretty small, I think. It looks big, but it's only 3 high, which made it kind of hard. Yeah, that's what it does. Nothing special about it. Let's take a look at the timings. It's pretty simple. Okay, next thing. So this thing is a bud that you can that pushes up. It's kind of what do you say? It's normally easier to have it to retract or something, I believe, but it's also very simple. It's using a redirection glitch. So this is all the redstone it needs. 4 redstone basically. And of course this one. And yeah, it does this, which can be useful for a lot of things. And you can basically take the output from anywhere towards here, maybe. Yep. Okay, so next thing. This is a 1 high. Oops. Okay. So when you depower it, it'll push up, and when you power it again, it'll do this. It's pretty simple in the end. I've seen a lot of more complicated versions with some falling edges and stuff, but you know, you only need some torches. That's what this is. You send signal through a wall or a pillar, very simply. There's the monostable here, powering it to the top piston. Okay, what else do we have? Here's some T flip-flops. This guy, TeoDiLenarda showed me this T flip-flop that operates on the falling edge. Basically, when the lever turns off, it'll switch state. And yeah, I thought it was really cool, so I thought it was worth showing. So I tried my hand at not compacting it, but making it into a rising edge, and I came up with this, which does not need a strong input. like this one needs, or make it one higher. So this one operates on the rising edge. So you can take a look at the timings here if you want to use this. Pretty simple. Not sure how stable it is, but I think it is. I've never seen it fail or anything. Yeah, okay. That's that. Here's a pretty funny thing. This is a bucket-proof torch extender thing. I basically made a 1 block bigger version, so the Gunmaster helped me to compact it a little bit. So this is the smallest we had. And it'll basically form a clock until it fixes itself, because of when this fails, this one will re-trigger all the time. So this can be going on for a long time until it finally stops, which it did. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Torch updates this piston after 3 ticks, which doesn't really power anything, it just updates this piston. And the piston powers this dust, which goes into all of these repeaters. And yeah, and also this torch on the green block also goes into this dust. And that's what it does. So it's butted, so if you update it, it'll start a clock again, which is pretty funny. Yeah. Okay, so here's some old T flip-flops, which I made a long time ago, with some easy indication. That's one. It's using water. The signal strength from a water bucket is higher than an empty bucket because it doesn't stack. So as you can see, there's only 1 signal strength now when there's a bucket, and then you can take your output from here when it's 2 with the bucket. And it's one white tileable, and yeah, here's another version. The buttons above, it's basically shooting water up, and the compactor is going in like so. Really simple stuff. I made them a long time ago, and I thought they maybe needed a video, so here they are. Yeah, so next up, oh yeah, this thing. This is a project the Gunmaster started, and he made 99% of this. I helped him with some bits, like this dual edge and this T flip-flop and some stuff. And yeah, it's really cool. It allows you to have a chest here. All the corners can be bookshelves, so you get to level 30. So let's see it in action. It's buttoned, button operated. And there you go. Yeah, let's see it open. A bit faster. There you have it. Really nice. Even back, you can have a block here so it doesn't show. You can even have a button instead here to operate it when it's closed. You can have full blocks here to jump out with a double extender, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about it. The Gunmaster made a video about it. I can link it in the description. So yeah, you should check that out if you want to learn more and see how to build it. Alright, so what's the next thing? This thing. This is a thing I made kind of recently. It's a 2x2 seamless hipster from the wall. I believe it is 140 blocks with including the wall. And yeah, it turned out kind of simple in the end. Let's just take a look at the wiring. I'm not gonna explain too much. There's a lot of slabs that's needed. This repeater updates this piston in time, and here's another slab. This is also a slab with a repeater of 4. And it goes down to this dual edge, triggering this twice, or the last part. Let's see it in action one more time. It's pretty fast, and yeah. Indeed. Okay, what more? Yeah, let's move to the bigger stuff. NE. This thing is old. This is a 5-high expandable vault door. It's more of a proof of concept. It's kind of slow, it's very old, a few months at least. I'm not gonna talk too much about the wiring. It's yeah, not too good. As you can see there, super slow, but it works. A kind of neat layout. Double piston extender with redstone blocks. And it needs 3 slices to work, because this part. And yeah. So here's a 3-high version. Super simple. Looks like this. Yeah, 3 wide, I believe. So basically a torch going in here, and 2 ticks delayed up here, and then a 2 tick going into this for the last part. Basically it does this for the last retraction. Ah, come on. There we go. Pretty simple stuff. And here's okay. Here's a simple glass glowstone door, some sort of thing. Really simple stuff. I believe it is expandable to 14 due to this dust. Doesn't really reach the last dust in the corner. And yeah, let's see. It's pretty interesting. Both buttons leads into this torch, and this will make this part here makes a 1 tick on this torch because it burns out. That forces it to make a 1 tick. So it's a simple torch monostable, toggling this T flip-flop, and it'll depower that line, powering this torch and these repeaters. And then the next time the T flip-flop won't block the top, so the top will this part here is a monostable that pulses this line twice. Basically first pulls from here, and the second pulse comes through this monostable that makes a 1 tick into here. The simple falling edge coming from this torch, from this monostable. So yeah, it's simple stuff. Okay, right. I'm gonna leave these. This is a 4x4 flush door I made together with Job Tropics. It is the smallest at the moment that works in bucket, I believe. I'm not sure of the dimensions, but let's see it in action. And there's closed. And there you have it. The obsidian is not needed, it's just spam protection for people. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. The bottom is using another type of layout. As you can see, these are butted instead of these, so you can update these. And yeah, there's some weird stuff going on here, and had to use comparators and one here, and it's just funky stuff. So yeah, indeed, check out Job Tropics' channel. He made a video about it, so I will link that as well. Alright, next thing. Ah, yes, this is a really fast 5x5 cave door. It's not the smallest, but I just wanted it fast and sync. As you can see, it's crazy fast, and even on opening. Really darn fast. It's quite simple in the end. Just some simple monostables here and there. And if you want a tutorial, I might make one. It's kinda simple though. Or maybe not. It's a bit of a mess here. But it was hard to have the dust playing free all over the place. Or especially from this direction, going around. Oh well, not gonna talk too much about that one. If you want a tutorial, please leave a comment. That is about everything. If you want any tutorial about anything of this, so feel free to say. So here's the 3x3 lane. Made a few 3x3s while I were gone. And here's a seamless 3x3 lamp door by Tropics and me. basically does that. And if you look on the other side, it'll push this redstone block down and then up and then onto the side again. So let's see. It's open. Yeah, it's pretty quick. Not the smallest, I guess, but we just made something. Yeah, that's that. Here's a 3x3 glass center door. Basically the glass is here. And this is sadly not reliable in bucket. I can explain to you why later. And there you have it. That's the glitch, but it can be, can do this. And it is pretty small, I think. Only 3 wide. Special thanks to Teo for helping with this monostable here. Pretty genius for the last retraction of the block. And the top is simple stuff. Basically instantly powering the top piston, 4 ticks delaying this piston, and 2 ticks powering the bottom piston, and the last pulse coming from here. Which looks weird. Ah yeah, it butts it, so let's see, open. It's in sync, pretty nice animation, and I can show you the bug which I'm talking about. So if you have buckets, if you try to push 2 blocks with a torch like this, it can sometimes fail. I can try to see if I can replicate it. It doesn't always happen. Ah, there we go. And this glitch occurs in any direction, even horizontal, which is really damn annoying. So one way to fix it is to, for example, having it to update in time. Anything that updates it. That of course messes stuff up. Or you can't. We couldn't fit that update in this space. I tried, but oh well. It works in single player. If you want a tutorial, feel free to say so. Here's the rest of the stuff. I want to see. 2 + 3 and 3 goes around. Yeah. Okay. Here's a seamless 3x3 lamp center door thing. Pretty big, but it looks neat. It's double-sided. You can't see any redstone from any side. And it can be expandable if you want, for example, glass. A tube with glass, and you can basically have pistons to cover up the glass. Only here. You don't need all of these if you want glass in the center. I have that on another plot, not on the server though. Let's see if I can. There. Is it opened? Yeah. Okay. Ah. It's a pretty cool door. Me and the Gunmaster made it. It's probably not the smallest, but we wanted it in sync, and yeah, it was a bit of a mess to do that, but we managed. Let's see. It's operating by 2 1-tick pulses. Let's see if I can show you what I mean. Like the double extension does that and that. Let's see it. Oh, I can't. It needs a solid block here. But yeah, it's pretty simple in the end as well. Next thing. Another 3x3, pretty small door. This one me and Yop Tropics tossed together. It's sync and nice animation. And yeah, simple stuff. Here's the following edge for this one. And that's how that looks. Here's another 2 wide 3x3 door, but from the top, like a regular thing. And this one is actually mostly made by TeoDiLenarda. He made like 90% of this. and I helped him with this part, the double extension, which was kind of tricky, but in the end I found out a neat way to get the last one tick through this burnout torch. So let's see it in action. It's quite in sync, maybe except from the bottom. As you can see, the last pulse comes from here, the first from this. Oh, actually, it blinks twice, but that it worked out fine. Yeah, simple stuff. And that's the wiring. Important slab. Right. Here's an old door I made for my Zuma games. He challenged to make an always on lamp door. So I thought, well, maybe you can move the layout to one block down, so you can use the bud effect and turn the lamp off at the right time, so it one ticks, which it does. And this design is crazy fast, as you can see. Yeah, also pretty simple in the end. The top I tried together with the Gunmaster and TeoDiLenarda and a bunch of people to compact it into the same speed, but that was crazy hard. We were very close, had one unreliable version which I didn't want to show, so I just kept the old one. Really simple, just a folding edge monostable here. It uses the same technique as the other thing I showed, where it does the last retraction like this. That from these repeaters coming from this this one tick monostable. And yeah, and the last what is this? Simple sand door. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Even reliable in buckets because of this piston updating. As I showed you before, the glitch, this can sometimes not extend the second piston, so 2 ticks later this piston updates the piston, so yeah, it worked out fine. This is for the last retraction, and it's even using the double piston extender glitch. When this torch depowers, it basically retracts this and this instantly, and then this piston retracts that, and the last pulse comes from here, and that's how that works. Pretty simple. Yeah, indeed. So if you want to check anything of these doors out or things, I play on the Redstone server. I'll link the IP in the description. It's basically redstoner.com, and if you want to get here, you type let's see, it's PH2. I'm not sure, but it's my second plot. If I'm wrong, you should ask someone how to get to the second plot, because I always forget. But it's the second plot, so yeah, feel free to check them out. Feel free to ask for a tutorial of anything. And yeah, that's the video for today, so see ya all.